Hi guys, I am Isa, and today we're going to be learning something in JavaScript which is called variable. So first, if you want to start coding, you have to do file and open folder. Also take the time using Visual Studio Code for it. So then you can go to where we want. So if you don't have a folder to place our code, you can right click, and then click on new, and then click on folder. Then for some reason, you have to cancel and reopen the open folder again if you want to see it. I'm just gonna show, right click on it, click on rename, let's name it variables in JS. JS stands for JavaScript. And then for some reason, you have to close it and open it again if you want that change to show. So now change it. So now we go on select folder. And after it's done loading up, you can click on this new file button. Or whatever. We can go here and then click on this button to make a new file. So if you want to use JavaScript, like you said in our last tutorial, we need a HTML file. But there are some frameworks that can allow us to do it without HTML. So anyways, the first thing in the HTML, we're going to link to JavaScript. So we're going to do script source. So when we're doing the source, I'm going to have to make a new JavaScript file. So go to this new file button. They're going to name it script.js. If you want to make a JavaScript file, you have to put JS in it. The script source will be the script.js we made. The script.js we made. So now inside the script. Okay, so before we start coding JavaScript, to open this index.html file, I have an extension installed called open in browser. So you just right click on this file and open in default browser, or open in other browsers if you want to open it with another one for some reason. And then I should open someone's JavaScript. So what a variable is, it allows you to store some information. Also, to make tags in JavaScript, you have to use double slash. To make tags in one line, in a slash, and an asterisk to make tags in multiple lines. So anyways, so I'm gonna do string. Also, if you write something and you want to tag them out, you can select all of them and press Control slash. And you can press it again to remove the tags. So I'm going to say string text number, which is a number, and boolean, which is true or false. So those are the types. So anyways, so if you want to make a variable, you have to use let var or const. So you use let if you want. So let and var are the same thing. They're just used to make variables. So I can do let my name to equal to. So then when we're making a string data type, which is text, we use double quotation marks or single quotation marks. You use double quotation marks if you want to be putting single quotation marks in your text. Use single quotation marks if you want to put double quotation marks in your text. So let my name equal to Isa. So now I'm going to do semicolons. So we can do the same thing with var. So we can do the same thing with var. So I'm just gonna do my numbers equal. Also, while we're doing numbers or booleans, well then you don't put quotation marks. You only put quotation marks for strings. So const is a. So we're gonna explain const in this later in the later tutorial. So I'm just gonna write is male equals to. Since it's a boolean, I'm gonna either write true or false. I'm gonna write true and the to semicolons. Also, when you're naming variables, if you write one word, then it should be like this. But if you're writing double words, then the other words just start with capital letters. It also applies if you're writing more than 2 words. Anyways, so now those variables don't do anything to our document unless we put them somewhere. So like if I do document.write, so use document.write to write text onto the screen. And then write my name, which is of the variable that we made. It's going to write that the value you put in the my name variable. So the same thing if we write my number. So if we want to add a string with a variable, then use the plus sign. So we can do, this is my name, then plus my name. So then another thing we can do with variables is change them. I'm just gonna write some text. So now if we change a variable, we don't have to put the let or var or const anymore, because we only put those if we want to make a new variable, but we don't. We want to change the value of the variable. Also, variables can have numbers in them, but they cannot begin with numbers. So they cannot begin with numbers. So if we do that, it's going to change it. But if we try to change a constant variable, so now I'm just print that out. It's just gonna like make your document to stop working, because if there's one error in your code in JavaScript, then the whole thing will stop working. So you can't change const variables. Const variables, their values will never be changed. If you want to change the if you want to be able to change them later, you're going to use let or var. So something we can do is variable declaration. So just use let, var, or const. So then we write the name of the variable and end it with a semicolon. We do this if we don't want to assign the value of the variable now, but we want to do it sometime later, or if we don't know what it's going to be. So if we write my name variable, it's not going to say anything. So yeah, we can't do declared variables with const because their values can never change. So it's gonna say undefined. So and then if we write my name equals to and then add a value to it, when you're adding values, you do the same thing as if you want to change a variable. Don't put the let or var anymore. Now if I write my name variable, it's going to say it. Except that, well, it's joined together. So if we want to add, we have to add it to a string, and that string is going to be this br, and it's also supposed to have these two things. If we don't want to have to write that, then you can just makes that into a variable. BR is equal to BR. So then we'll just be able to write my name plus BR to add, to make space between them. So I can add 2 of the BRs to add double space between them. So anyways, that's the end of today's tutorial. If you've enjoyed, then leave a like and subscribe. So bye.